One of the cornerstones of our training methodology in canine-inspired change is imprinting, which means that we train our dogs to do the things we want the dogs to do, such as sit. However, when the child comes in to work with us, we don't necessarily expect the child to be able to execute the commands for this trick perfectly. Therefore, we always guide our dogs to get the best results so the dog has clear communication from us and the child has a really good experience of the dog doing it. A lot of times volunteers try to correct the child during the execution of whatever trick we're doing, let's just say sit. And what happens then is the dog gets very confused. Communication between the three gets muddy. So in the case of a student partner coming in to work with you, you have to assume that these students aren't going to probably do it perfectly correctly at the very get-go. So you're going to be prepared for this. So let's say you're doing a sit with your dog and you give the student the treat and the child gets excited and starts dancing with the treat. The dog is going to jump at the treat. Instead of stopping in that moment and say, oh no, let's put the treat down and let's tell them how to do it with your bending at your elbow and saying the sit command perfectly, that's not the time. You would go right into your dog and help them into the sit, even though the student partner is miscuing, and therefore everybody's getting a great experience out of it. This is what we call imprinting.
With canine-inspired change, what's great is that each session is a new learning opportunity, not only for the volunteer, but also for the student. And I think what we like to see is the effort. We praise that effort and validate the effort. We're not looking for perfection from the student or the volunteer. And I think having that willingness to learn really promotes growth on both ends. So with canine-inspired change, the main focus is strength-based or positive language. We really want to focus on what the individual has as an ability versus what their challenges are. Working with the strengths just promote a confidence, and it certainly builds on their self-esteem. So we really want to look at the things that are working for the individual, not the challenges that we face, because that allows them to feel more that they have an opportunity to grow and they're not so, I guess I would say, defensive or concerned about if they're doing something right or wrong. They have more of a willingness just to learn something new. Things like, I appreciate your effort. How about we try it this way? How about we work on this together? Making it more of a team between the volunteer and the dog and the student versus, no, don't do it that way. No, you can, those corrections that are more stern. We want to keep it more of a, okay, this is great, this was a good effort this time, here's what we're going to do to build off it the next time. So keeping it positive and inclusive. I think what's always important is to remember it's a person first. They're not their disability, they're not their challenges. They are a person first. A disability, something that has happened in their past, is a part of their personality, but it's not who they are. So we want to have that person first language, and we want to have that strength-based language that allows them to be where they're at and to be comfortable with it and feel like they have an opportunity to learn in this setting.